Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am not doing meditation, but I am going to do something because I just am, my energy is like all over the place. I don't know if you guys have been feeling it, but there is something huge happening right now, and it is massive. And basically what happens is when I'm so energized and I have so much energy going on, I don't know what to do with it. And trying to write and deal with this energy, this flux of energy that I've got, it's just not possible. So I'm wearing my Come to the Dark Side t-shirt. DARC is the Deutsche Amateur Radio Club. But it's also got the Star Wars reference in there. But at any rate, we're in a time frame right now that is absolutely bonkers. And every intuitive has just jumped on their channels in the last 12 hours or so just to chat it up and to see what's going on. So what I decided to do is I've got my cards here and I've got my dowsing rods and my pendulum, and I'm going to try and talk to my guides live on camera. First time I've done this. I don't even have notes. I have nothing here written down, but I have a feeling that the questions will come to me when I need to ask them. And I'm going to pull cards and I'm going to see what the energies are like. So I got the Gilded Tarot here, and I'm just going to pull some cards and I'm going to see what the energy looks like here. And I'll turn the camera around so that you can see the cards in their actual state or what have you, but I'll have to pause the video and then start it again. But that we can do. It's not a big problem. So basically, everything is just going crazy. Everything is absolutely bonkers. And if you don't know, the President of the United States and his main cohort, if you will, are in a spat. And everybody's calling it the lover's spat or what have you. I mean, everybody is talking about it. It is like the biggest news to hit since, I don't know, the moon landing. I don't know, just something, keeping in with space and everything. But there is a lot of stuff going on, and everybody's completely, I will admit, I wanted to make some popcorn yesterday because I was just watching this, and it was like watching, I don't know if you guys ever saw Silver Streak, the movie, but you remember at the very end when the train like plows into the Chicago train station, and you're sitting there and you're watching this, and it's like you're so enraptured by it that you just can't look away from it. That is the energy that I'm getting from this. You are looking at this thing happening in real time, and it's like a slow motion train wreck, and you're like going, I can't not look at this. This is so crazy. It's so bizarre. I can't not look at it. And so I'm going to see what the cards have to say about this. I've got them all shuffled, and you see I've got them shuffled. And then I'm going to turn the camera around, and I'll just try and see if I can do this. Okay, here we are on my table. Okay, so I've got the cards here. You see them right here, and you can see that I'm just pulling the top one from the stack. And we've got, this looks like the Five of Wands. Gary and David always call this card the Drunken Hillbilly Brawl card, or the Hillbilly Brawl card, or whatever it is. But, that is so indicative of what's going on. The cards are definitely listening. The guides are definitely here, and they're definitely telling me what's going on. And this is what's happening. And it's crossed by the Star card. And the Star card is, a secret. Let me just make sure I got this right here. I'm holding the phone and I'm holding this at the same time. So let me see what I can do here with the. So strength. Okay, okay. It is going in that direction. So. The star, here we go. The star says, a bright star illuminates a young woman as she pours water from two pitchers. The pitchers are gold, representing the conscience, while the water represents the subconscious. The star is a card of hope. It brings a sense of optimism and will tell us to have faith, safe in the knowledge that better times are ahead of us. Well, that's definitely the case here with this particular cross. The star card is definitely showing that good times are coming. Let him roll. Come on. The next card is the Queen of Swords. And I'll just put this to the side here. I'm not sure how to do the Celtic cross. I'm just doing I'm kind of imitating what David and Gary do on their channel, because it's like the only way that I can really come up with something of this. But the Queen of Swords, this is internal, I believe, and it is a way of the oh, here it is. Traditionally, the Queen of Swords represents a woman on her own who has known suffering and loss, widowed, divorced, or long single, sometimes childless. However, she is not always the case, and as the personality traits are the best indicator. Inner strength is probably a good description here. So we all have our inner strength, and we have been using that inner strength to help us through all of the stuff that's been going on. And so that's my read on that, and I think that that's a pretty good read on basically what's going on. And I think that her strength, the strength that we all have, that we all possess, is helping us through all of this that's going on. And so I think that that is a very good indicator as to what's going on. So the overarching energy is the Ten of Swords. Ouch, 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 and ouch. Definitely what's happening in all of this is Ten of Swords energy. There's a lot of endings. There's a lot of stuff happening. The bromance is over. The fight is going on, and we're like getting into the mud. And that is, for us, that is just the best possible card. Oh boy. And the next one is the Five of Cups. I mean, these cards are definitely listening to what's going on in the U.S. right now. This is really tragic cards. These cards I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. Well, I might, but these are really, really insane cards, and I think that this is definitely going to sting a little bit. And I think that what we've got here is just a train wreck. And so the final outcome is the King of Pentacles, and that is the good person, the good leader coming into play and coming in to save the day, if you will. So that is absolutely phenomenal. Okay, this is what the energy that we are kind of sitting in right now. We're waiting for this to happen. We're waiting for that good leader to come in and to tell us that everything is going to be okay and we're going to get through all of this. So those are the cards that I've pulled. And give me comments what you think, how you would interpret these in the comments below. I think it would be interesting to hear what others have to say regarding these cards and what comes out. But I am like totally gobsmacked by the cards that I pulled, and that this is what's going on. Specifically, this one, the Ten of Swords and the Five of Cups. I mean, this is like ouch and disappointment, sorrow, sadness, and I mean, look at the guy. He's just like, oh my God. He's just like, this can't be happening to me. I just don't know what to do. So this is like really good. So anyway, I'm going to pause this, and then we'll try the rods. Okay, here we are. Okay, so I've got my dowsing rods here. So let's see what we can hear. Come on. Okay, hopefully, they squeak a little bit. I haven't used these in so long. I hope I can still do it. Okay, I'm going to ask Sunshine. She usually is the one who likes to use the rods, likes me to go with the rods. So Sunshine, are you here? Can you show me yes? Come on, Sunshine, show me yes, please. Okay, slowly but surely. Okay, it's taking a little bit of time. We got to get used to these again. Okay, Sunshine, thank you. Please show me no. Okay, she's definitely here. Okay, thank you, clear. Okay. The first question I have is, did I read the cards accurately? Is that actually the message that you are trying to send me? Did I read the cards accurately, and is that the message you're trying to send me? Sunshine, hello? She's moving towards yes, but I don't know. Okay, clear then. Um, will there be a government change in the U.S. by the end of the month? Will there be a government shift in the U.S. by the end of the month? Okay, yes. She says yes. Okay, thank you, Sunshine. Um, what do you want to thwap me for? Okay, let me just get this back out. Come on. Okay, Sunshine, you are here. Okay. Sunshine, will the well, let's just ask straight up. Will Kamala Harris or a Democrat take over the presidency this year? Okay, she's not answering that one either. Okay, I'm just not having very good luck with this, with these. And then she says no. Okay. Well, let me ask this. Some people are saying that that there will be a group of former presidents and of former people that will take over the presidency in the U.S. Will that happen this year? Okay, the rods just aren't working today. Okay, so I will try later. I'll see what happens later. Let me get the pendulum, see if I can do something with it. I haven't used these in so long, and it's like I hope I'm not out of practice. Okay, I'm talking to Nigel here, and he seems to be ready. Okay, Nigel, please show me yes. Okay, forward and back is yes. Okay, thank you, Nigel. Okay, please, Nigel, show me no. Nigel, show me no, please. Okay, side by side is no. Okay, thank you. Clear? Okay, let me see if I can get this question asked here. Is this only the start of the unraveling in the States? Yes. Yes, it is. Um, will this happen quickly? Okay, now he's saying no. Okay, clear, please. Nigel, will this happen by the end of the summer? Yes. Okay, thank you. Clear. Um, will will the past presidents have any impact on what happens? Will past presidents have any impact on what happens? Doesn't really want to answer that. Or else I can interpret that as maybe, but I'm not really sure. Okay, clear, please. Will things get better for the people in a general sense? Will things start to get better for people in the general sense? Okay, I'm getting a maybe or a yes. I don't. This thing is like going completely bonkers. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, it's going to get better. That's what all the other intuitives are also saying. They're saying that things will get better and that we can take gratification in. Yeah. So I'm going to just stop there. So I think that what we can take away from all of this is that things are going to get crazy. And I mean, they already are crazy. So the energy is just everywhere. And you saw this thing wobbling about so crazily. I wasn't doing anything with it, and it was just swinging around like a bat shot out of you know where. And it's just really really crazy, really bonkers. So yeah, so I mean, buckle up. I mean, we just, we're in for the ride of our life, it seems, and things are really going to go, get crazy. So hopefully tomorrow I can be back for the meditation, but I am really surprised that so much is happening right now. And last night my guides were just completely chatty. I was trying to go to sleep, and they were just, they kept telling me that, and I asked, I said, um, are things going to get more intense? And they were like, yes, 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 they're going to get more intense. Things are going to get a little crazy. And the energy is going to go absolutely bazonkos or berserk or whatever word you want to use. But they said that it was going to go completely nuts, and that things were going to just go so off the rails that it's just not even funny, which I guess ties back to that train analogy and watching all of this stuff play out. What can we do? Nothing. We just can watch it play out. And, we have a German word, it's called Schadenfreude. And it just basically means, watching something that is really negative for people who have that karma and that energy, and watching that with a little bit of glee, happiness, and saying, yeah, karma does work. It is an actual thing, and it does actually exist. So we are in that place. And even when I tried to use the rods and I tried to talk to Sunshine, the rods were everywhere, and it's like she is completely having a ball watching all of this stuff play out. I mean, she's our guides are watching this. They're seeing this all happen, and seeing it all play out. And but it's making the energy go wonky. It's making the rods go crazy. It's making the pendulum just spin like a top. And all you can do is just hope for the best and say, I'm really glad that it's finally happening, and that those weird feelings that I've been having since last November are finally coming to fruition, because I think this is that big news that we've just been so waiting for. And we've been absolutely walking on eggshells, because we just don't know what's going to happen, and we're not really sure how we're going to get through all of it. And now, with the current events happening as they're happening, and seeing these cards and seeing these things happening, and then seeing the pendulum and the rods just go completely bonkers, it's like, yes, something is going on. The energy is like in a whirlwind, and we're like right in the center of it. And so the best thing that we can do is try and find some calm, try and find some quiet, try and find some stillness. But it is not easy to do, because right now I can't even concentrate on picking up a pencil. And I didn't expect this to happen. I figured today I would just sit down, do the meditation, and then just come on and read the meditation. But that's not what happened. I went to bed last night and I could not sleep, because there was so much going on, so much activity happening around me, that I could not focus on anything. And I had a hard time going to sleep, because the energy was just so intense, and it was so much, and it was happening so quickly. And I was like, I couldn't wait to get up in the morning to find out what had happened in the 7 to 8 hours that I had been sleeping. What's going to happen next? Oh, this is like better than a movie. What's going to happen now that all of this stuff is going on? And these cards have basically indicated that that we are in that place again. So I'm going to give these another mix, and I'm going to see if I can pull a card for us. What we can do, our stance here with all of this. What can we do? What can we take away from all of this? what's the energies like for us, for the people that are just, innocently watching all of this stuff play out and seeing what all of this, what all this stuff is doing. What can we gain from it? What knowledge can we take away from it? I love the King of Pentacles at the end of that last draw, because I just thought, wow, that paternal figure, that positive outcome of the paternal figure of the real leader coming in and really taking the reins of things and moving things forward. That is my takeaway from it. But this is these cards are becoming like really difficult to shuffle because my energy is just crazy. So I'll wait for them to give me a sign here. And the other thing that really kind of struck me was the Five of Wands coming out during the very first card, the Five of Wands. And I was just like, wow, this is like really wild. This Five of Wands coming out, and then you're just like sitting there going, wow, okay. So what can the cards tell us? What can we take away from all of this? Is good? Okay. Okay, we've got the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is, to me, it's about the choice. How do we want to proceed? What we're going to do? The Two of Swords, for me, tends to imply this idea that we have a choice as to how to proceed. I'm going to pull the book here just to make sure, because I am still learning these cards, and I hope you bear with me, but I am still learning, and it just takes a lot of practice and a lot of time. Like what happens with the rods and the pendulum when you don't practice. I haven't practiced in a while, so yeah. Two of Swords symbolizes a stalemate situation. Okay, we are in that stalemate situation. We are, what do we do? Where do we go from here? How do we handle the situation? What can we do to make the situation better? Stalemate. Yeah, that is where we are, because we can't do anything. We have no power over what's going on. We have no power over the free will of other people. We can just sit here and just watch what's going on, pull out a bag of popcorn and enjoy. That's all we can do. The next card I got was the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is, I think that this is sort of the supporters of this person who are like kind of in oblivion. They're kind of oblivious to what's going on, and they're just like, well, what do we do now? What do we do now? This kind of coincides. These two cards coincide with this stalemate concept. They coincide with the idea that, wow, we've got this thing happening and this is what's going on, and we can't do anything about it, but we can see, if we choose to, we can see the pretty things that are going on around us that will show that this is, that this is what's happening, and this is what we can do, and this is what we can take away from it. But as of this moment, a lot of people are really oblivious to it. They don't understand what's happening. They don't understand why it's happening, and they're just kind of at a loss. The middle card is the Five of Pentacles. And that is, somebody's left out in the cold. Somebody is seriously out in the cold. They are lost. They are alone. I mean, I don't know if this is necessarily the cards about us who have been waiting for this moment to come up. I think this is about the people who really have supported all of this stuff up to this point, and now they're like completely lost, and they have no idea what's going to happen next, and they're really, really not sure. And so this is what these cards are for, these people who are really actually dealing with that right now. And I think that this is what's coming up for them. I think that this is like, oh my God, this is happening and we can't do anything to stop it. My nose is just starting to itch. But this is really, I mean, this all coincides with these cards. These cards are saying the same things. These are like, I don't know what to do. I'm left out in the cold. I have no idea what's happening, and I have no idea where to go from here. And the next card is the Nine of Wands. I mean, this is like exhaustion. These people are absolutely exhausted. People are tired. They are weary. They don't know if they have the energy to get through to the next day. And yet this is what's happening. And these are the cards that are basically indicative of the people who have basically been just idly walking through and, and just going, oh my God, I'm so tired. I can't deal with this anymore. I have no idea what to do next. And I'm just exhausted. And this is where people are. I think these cards signify where people are. We've been left out in the cold for too long. We're exhausted. We're tired of all of this. This is a stalemate. We know it's a stalemate. We see that it's a stalemate, and some of us are oblivious to it, and we don't know what to do because we're just completely at a loss. And then you've got being left out in the cold, and then you have this weary traveler, this weary person. And the next card is the Three of Pentacles. And this card looks like the people that are tied to money or something. Let me just check here real quick. Let me see. Three of Pentacles. Here we go. Three of Pentacles. A young craftsman shows steady progress as he diligently works with pride and concentration. We see the tools of his trade and the results of his labors, which he holds in his hands admiringly. The Three of Pentacles reveals that through your efforts, success is beginning to show. You could feel a sense of achievement now. Okay, there we go. So this is, also in the sense here, this is the outcome of what of all of this that we've been dealing with. This is what we're coming to. This is where we are at now. Is the final outcome of this. We are at that point where now we have something to show. And this is becoming very, very significant and very, very important to all of us, that we are able to see what is happening, and we are able to finally get some kind of closure with it. And this is the accomplishment that we have. We have reached this point at this moment, and we just need to just hold on a little bit longer, and we'll get through it. So that's what I got. So, strange that all of these are minor arcana cards. That's kind of weird. Let me see what's at the base of the deck. Yeah, we got the Page of Pentacles. Here's the Strength card. So, yeah. So, for what it's worth. But most of the stuff that's been coming up have been minor arcana, except for the people who are directly involved in all of this. So this doesn't really involve us in a direct way, but it does direct them, and it has an impact on them. So that's the takeaway. It's their cross to bear. They're the ones that are gonna have to deal with it. We are dealing with some of the fallout of it, but we will get through it. And that's the hope that comes into all of this. So with that said, I'm going to close this video and upload it. And thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And tomorrow I'll try and be back for the next meditation. But I think that doing the cards and doing the stuff today, this is what I felt kind of inclined to do. And I'm getting a little bit better at reading the cards, but I still have to depend on the book a little bit because I don't always remember everything. But some of the cards I actually do remember, which is really good. And I think that the energy and the interpretations are coming through a little bit better. So I wish you a wonderful day. And I hope that you enjoy it and break out the popcorn and the champagne, if you will, and just have a good one. Take care. And as always, namaste.